Hello everyone, I hope you're all well and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm back with my seasonal trends video. I love doing these videos for you guys because I love going back and looking at the catwalks, seeing what's coming through and handpicking those top few that I think are going to be really wearable this year and that you'll probably already have in your wardrobe as well. So this year I've actually got 10 trends that I'm going to share with you. I usually only share around 8 or 9, but I feel like it's really strong this year and there's so many that you're going to be able to tap into with items that you've already got in your wardrobe, which is great. We love that. I was actually waiting for like a sunny day to film this video, but it is so miserable here in Manchester. I've never known so much rain from January through February and now we're in March. So I'm praying we get some gorgeous sunshine soon because I am so sick of winter now. I am done. So hopefully this video lifts your mood as well and gets you excited for spring summer. So before I get into all the trends, I just wanted to say that there's actually not a great deal of newness this year, which I actually think is great because we can delve back into our wardrobes, pick out those key pieces, restyle them in a different way, and we're not needing to buy new things every season. And what I've noticed this year from the catwalks is how designers have really created designs that are so much more practical, looks that can be worn on the everyday, much more practical styling and elevated basics, which helps us hugely. You can take inspiration from the catwalks and recreate it in your own way from your own wardrobe. Another thing that really surprised me is a lot of the trends that I featured last season and spring summer 23 are still coming through now. So it just shows that if you've invested in something all those seasons ago and you love it and it's working for your wardrobe, then you can get it back out this season as well. So this year the key theme is really re-wearing, restyling, and then maybe injecting in a pop of colour if you want to, and it just feels different from other years where there's so many trends to look at and you don't know which ones to tap into, which one's your style. But I feel like I've really condensed all the wearable ones for this video, so hopefully you find it really helpful. As I always mention in my trends video, any piece you invest in, whether it's inspired by the trends or featured in my video today, only buy it if you feel like it really suits your style, it slots into your wardrobe with other pieces and you're going to wear it time and time again. So I really hope this video helps you to navigate which ones will work for you. So on that note, let's get on with it, and I'm going to start with the first trend, and this is kind of the umbrella trend for the rest of the ones featured in this video, and this one is masculine feminine. I wouldn't even say this one is a trend, it's more of a style which has been seen throughout many seasons and called other things such as soft tailoring, quiet luxury, relaxed silhouettes. So I feel like this is a collection of all those into one really, and masculine feminine is a perfect and broad way to describe it, which can then allow you to tap into this trend and style in a way that feels you. So it features many of the key classic pieces in your wardrobe that can be worn to the office and out of office, so this really creates a hybrid working wardrobe, if you will. It's a lot of versatile pieces within this trend. So we can see this from the likes of Hermes, Alberta Ferretti and Philosophy, and spring summer 24's workwear look is all about the relaxed tailoring, which I absolutely love anyway. This feels very me, and I've always leaned into the soft tailored looks for the everyday. So we're seeing suiting, blazers, shirts with a more relaxed oversized feel contrasted with say a tailored or flowy skirt, something I styled a lot last year as well, so I'll insert a few pictures and videos on here so you can see. You could also reverse it and style a more fitted top with say a more relaxed trouser and then throw a oversized blazer on top. I just feel like this trend is all about playing with proportions and just having fun with it really, and there's so many ways to create a range of looks from this trend, which I'll share on here as well, and you'll no doubt see me styling this masculine feminine look throughout all my videos because I do feel like this represents my style really well. So talking of relaxed silhouettes, this takes me really nicely onto the next trend, and this one isn't a new trend and it's the 90s, more specifically 90s minimalism. So the 90s has had a huge influence on the masculine feminine trend, so I had to feature it here on its own too. We all know the 90s has dominated the catwalks for the past few seasons now, but for spring summer 24 the silhouettes feel so much more cleaner, the colour palette is more refined with a focus on neutrals, black and white, as we can see here from the likes of Taupe, Hermes, Bottega, Fendi and Acne. I think this is my favourite mood board. I absolutely love every single look on here, and every single one is so easy to recreate with high street styling as well. So you'll be seeing key pieces such as slip dresses, oversized blazers, tailored trousers, classic white shirts, all those timeless pieces that you're likely to already own anyway. And the waistcoat also is here to stay. I actually have a set from Aligne, very, very similar to the cream coord here, so I'll share that on here as well because it's so beautiful and I've been styling it a lot recently. If you're not a huge fan of the shorter waistcoats, the more longer line ones are definitely coming back again this year, as you can see here from Bottega, and the brand Aligne do some absolutely stunning fitted waistcoats with this kind of look, so I'll link some below too. So I'm very much here for this grown-up chic take on pared back outfits. It's a style I wear every spring, summer anyway, but it's definitely having a moment this year. And with these beautiful classic pieces, you can also build such a range of outfits, whether it's to wear on the daily and use some of these pieces in your workwear looks as well. So again, keeping on the theme of masculine, feminine and the 90s, this next trend I've called the perfect trouser. And I had to feature this because I'm feeling very smoked. Designers have finally listened to us and high-waisted trousers are back. Finally, I'm so happy. I mean, they never really went away for me. I'm always wearing high-waisted trousers anyway, but there's a definite focus on them this year on the catwalks for sure. Maybe not quite as high as the Loewe trousers. So the relaxed high-waisted trousers are perfect for everything from office wear to dinners, date night, days out, and we're even seeing it translate into jeans and joggers. The hems are becoming that much wider, so much more relaxed, which we love. We want to be comfortable in the trousers we're wearing, so I'm so here for this. I'll share a few different ways that I'll be styling mine on here for you, and I'll link my favourite trousers below. Many of these are what I get out time and time again every year, and the pinstripe ones are actually a new addition in my wardrobe. These are from Mango and I really love the fit of these. So the next trend is another nod to the 90s, and this is the polo shirts. Don't be scared though, I don't mean the rugby shirts or the ones our crushes wore back in the 90s. This preppy trend is a little bit more pared back for 2024, and it has a much more chic feel to it, so it can easily slot into your existing wardrobe and act as an alternative to, say, your t-shirt or your lighter weight knits. So this year we can see from designers such as Bruno Cucinelli, Udon Choi and The Row have designed a much more stripped back and softer take of this style. I actually have a very similar one from COS, which is like the Row one, which I'll share on here. And the button-down ones can also be worn as an extra layering piece, like the Sansia one I have here too. So I think it really is a versatile addition to your spring-summer wardrobe. So the next trend isn't exactly new, it's actually a wardrobe staple for me, but there's such a big focus on them this year, and that is white dresses. We've seen so many white dresses on the catwalk this year. There's a huge focus on them in all styles, silhouettes, fabrics, so it's a great time for you to get your favourite one out for spring summer and wear it more than ever. As you can see from the catwalks here, there's such an array of styles, necklines, different fabrics, so whether you're a maxi dress lover or more of a minimalist who prefers to keep it simple, with the satin midi or cotton minis, there's a dress in here for everyone. Great thing about this trend is that you can combine it with other key trends as well. So for instance, you could grab an oversized blazer from the masculine feminine trend and throw that on top. Or you can pair it with ballet flats and a pointed shoe, which I'll get onto later as well. So I'll show you a few of my favorites in my wardrobe anyway, and I'll link some lovely ones that I've found below. So I'm now going to go on to the colour trends, and there's two that have really dominated the catwalks this year that I've noticed, and the first one is red. And red really continues to dominate the catwalks right into spring summer 24. It's followed on from autumn winter as well, and we're seeing it in many different shades, but the two I focused on here are burgundy and more of an orange red. Those were just the two that I saw come up quite often when doing my research into the catwalks. And it's good to show you both because they're at opposite ends of the scale. So if you are more of a burgundy girl, then absolutely tap into that. But if you do want to wear something a little bit more vibrant in the summer months, then you can tap into the more orangey hued ones too. For me, I love wearing burgundy in the spring. As we're easing out of winter and the layering gets a bit lighter, I like to do this with my burgundy bags, more lighter weight knits, and then pops of the more orange toned red will be present in more high summer and holiday looks. I absolutely love the brown, cream and orange red looks that we're seeing from the likes of Zimmermann and the Row. I think this is a really sophisticated and considered way of adding red to your look. There was so many head to toe red looks on the catwalks, but for me, I just wanted to pick out a few that had pops of red in, because I feel like this is a much more versatile and easier way for you to add red in without being overwhelmed. Especially if you're a neutral girl and you want to embrace this trend, adding in a simple red tee can really lift the look when paired with neutrals, or you can use accessories such as shoes and bags, or you can go for a red lipstick if you want to embrace this trend in a more subtle way. So on to the next colour, and that is blue. There's no doubt that blue has been one of the dominating colours throughout the catwalks this year, and most definitely more towards the lighter sky and cornflower shades, the kind of shades that can easily slot into a neutral wardrobe without feeling too overpowered. So this is a great alternative if you're really against red, you don't want to go that vibrant, then adding in a pop of blue is a really nice alternative. I'm sure many of us have blue shirts in our wardrobes for work anyway, so this can be styled for out of office. As you can see from the likes of Alberta Ferretti and Starred, they went for more monochrome looks, while Stella McCartney and Proenza Schuyler paired them with whites and creams with some black in there as well. And this is how I'd like to style it too, so I'll show you a few options on here. If you want to subtly tap into this trend, then try styling your blue work shirt if you have one with other pieces in your wardrobe, or you can add a pop of colour with a blue t-shirt like I have here. This one is from Arquette, but Cos do one as well, so I'll link those below. Now I'm going to go on to accessories, and I'm going to start with shoes. I would say in all the years that I've been reviewing the catwalks throughout my design career and doing these videos for you guys, I've never noticed more of a focus on flat shoes and micro heels before, which I'm not mad about at all. The older I get, the less heels I'm wearing, so I'm very much here for the flats and the lower heels. So that brings me onto the first trend, which I've called fancy flats. So it's time to get your ballet flats and Mary Janes out again and get styling them for spring summer 24. These are a classic in my wardrobe, to be honest, but this year we've seen a shift in the fabrics used. So there's a big focus on mesh and metallics. So if you're after something a little bit more fancy, then you can tap into those styles. They're also a great alternative to a heel if you want to opt for a flat shoe but feel a little bit more dressed up. Places like Marks and Spencer and Free People have some beautiful designs that mirror the catwalks, so I'll link those below for you. We're also seeing more of the ruche detail from Fendi, the lace-up detail from Loewe. But yeah, I really think mesh and metallics are kind of dominating this in these lovely cream colours as well. For me, I'm still going to be styling my plain ones for spring. So if you're looking to invest in a more minimal everyday Mary Jane, I'll link my cream and black ones below. Now onto the second trend, and I was trying to come up with a name for this one, so it's quite long, but I've called this one Microheal on Point because that's exactly what it is, and that is what we're seeing so much of. So this is definitely translated from autumn winter when the micro heeled boot became popular, and I've been wearing mine so much, probably like a couple times a week over the last few months. So this spring summer update is a great option if you're after something a little fancier to jazz up your looks. You don't want a flat, but you don't want a really high heel, then this shoe is perfect. And it's also a great update for your workwear shoes or something for the evening, which is going to be so much more comfortable. So this little shoe will be your best friend for many occasions. So we're seeing it in an array of styles, from the delicate slingbacks from Gucci and Valentino to the more mule styles from Prada. I personally prefer the more slingback style, just so you've got that little bit extra support as well. It also means that it's going to be so much more versatile in your wardrobe when styling your favourite trousers too, as the height difference won't change much from flats to this little heel, which is great. You're not going to need to have your trousers adjusted or anything. And I feel like this shoe is going to take us through all seasons, because I wore it in December for the Christmas do. I think it's going to be a timeless classic piece in your wardrobe. So I personally think this one is a great one to invest in. Now onto bags, and this is the last trend I've got today. And this one, again, isn't really new. This one is oversized bags. And I featured this trend in my last spring summer video, and it's definitely not gone away. In fact, we're seeing oversized everything from shoppers, totes to clutches. This is such a great one for you if you're commuting to work, you're going to the gym before or after, you're taking your lunch into work, you need a big bag to carry everything. So this one will be music to your ears. So again, this is a great time for me to get my Polo Cabas bag back out. Something I do every year. I love this bag. I love styling it throughout the year anyway, but especially in spring, summer. And then I can also use my The Moi clutch, which is a big, chunky, gorgeous bag, which you will have seen on my channel before. So there we go, guys. Those were my top 10 trends for spring summer 24. I think this one has been my favorite to date because not a lot has changed, and it just makes me happy that we can dip back into our wardrobes, restyle certain pieces, and if we want to, add those pops of colour in and different silhouettes too. And as always with my trend videos, this is just a guide for me to tell you what's coming up for spring summer 24 and the trends that I'll be dipping into. It's made me so excited to dive back into a new season. I'm really excited for spring summer 24. So I really hope it's inspired you too, and I will see you all very soon for a new video.